Yes, brethren, we are finally back again for another reaction on this here. We are Brbptv, be real, be positive television, brothers and sisters. I will be dropping two reactions on this here Brbptv today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be dropping another one on the Miss Licks reaction, guys. But of course, with that said right there, you see the links in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. So definitely check out the links in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And with that said, let's get into the vibrations for today, right there. Of course, we have none other than Mr. Trevor Johnson. Of course, some time back he mentioned that there was some sort of thing that was coming out today, September 12th, I believe it is, and of course he's giving an update on that. So we're gonna check out what he has to say right there. Sakamela,
some people are going to get vexed with me.
Okay.
Some people are going to understand how it works.
Tell us how
Dominicans, the date has been moved to the 2nd of October.
So it has been moved.
The big story has moved.
So the story apparently that has to do some exposing or whatever, I'm not really sure what exactly it is no longer coming out today. It's coming out tomorrow. Sorry, October 2nd, right there. That's in that's probably like 20 days from now, brothers and sisters. But of course, I guess as time goes by, we'll see what it goes. And of course, I think during the time is when, you know, the second. I'm thinking of the 20th. No, I was thinking of Whole Korean Music Festival around that time, and so forth and so forth. But of course, that is gonna be far from there. It's the 2nd, not the 20th. So of course, let's let Trevor continue what he has to say.
And I will tell you why.
Tell us why.
A former prime minister of a country in the Middle East also obtained
The
a
Dominica
Dominican
passport?
citizenship.
Of course.
Right? On a
Yes.
CBI.
Yes, man.
So they wrote to them, the people who going to do the expose wrote to these people, and they've requested an additional week to respond.
So it seems like there's some sort of new information that came in, and as a result of the new information coming, they then have to wait, you know, for them to present it. Hey, if you have to take your time to get more information and that, you know, but I'm thinking to myself as I'm saying this, well, it's new information, so I'm guessing what they had that was supposed to come out on the 12th today. I'm guessing new information needs to be added to that very thing right there that is proposing, and therefore they have to wait. Hey, we want to get all the information, because one of the things that he mentioned some time back, brothers and sisters, is the indication that is not just saying, oh, about 4 billion and this kind of things there. You're saying like 3 or 4 times more than this. Somewhere ranging in between probably $16 billion. So I really want to see what that documentary, whatever that video has to say, and of course I will share it with you guys as well, because we need to know. You know, there's a lot of things that are going outside there that we have no clue about, and of course we need to know about these things.
They're upset. I've been told threats have been made. But the biggest thing is that they are shocked that the investigators have so much details about the application for Dominican citizenship.
Well, that's why I told you guys initially, it was Dominican Citizenship CBI program that pretty much screwed it up for the rest of the Caribbean. And I'm not the only one saying that. There was a girl from Jamaica stating this. There was a partner from Barbados stating the same thing of that sentiment. And they put the blame on Dominica. I said the same thing. We put the blame on Dominica as a result of the different things that has been done through and under the watch of Roosevelt Skerrit of Dominica. You know? All right then.
We've been advised that due diligence have been paid. Right? That's the allegations. Somebody paid for a positive due diligence report on their behalf. In fact, more than one person. So
hopefully we don't get copyrighted for this song they're playing at the back there. Come on, Trevor. What is the background music now? Anyway.
This have been written to a particular former prime minister of a Middle Eastern country who obtained a Dominican citizenship. Yes, Dominicans. They made threats, and when they realize this is no joke, they've decided, they've requested a week to respond. So because of that, the big release is gonna be on October 2nd, 2023.
Well, the question is, where will it be released? That's one of the things that we want to know. Where? It's going to be released on Facebook, YouTube, where exactly? Just like Al Jazeera did the thing they released the stuff on TV, but it was also released on YouTube as well, so individuals can pretty much find it, you know, everywhere.
Dominicans realize I've advised you of at least 4 dates of the release. This is not the hot seat. This is not Kairi FM. This is not Q95. This is not DBS. This is not The Sun. This is not Kalai. Can lie. Not Kalai, but can lie. This is.
I don't think when it comes on to Kalai, I don't think he necessarily lies on his stuff. I think maybe, I don't know, from when I was doing so on the basis of Kalai, I think he's an okay journalist in terms of bringing reports and stuff. But when it comes on, guys, let me tell you something about journalistic vibes. Work is about finding information and presenting it and then asking questions about this information. Some people just believe you can just write out stuff and put it out there and just, hey, I bring out the information and that's it. No, that's a part of journalism, but it's not necessarily, you know, research journalism, so to speak, where you're asking questions and pointing out to the people and then, you know, making the people believe, okay, certain things is happening and asking the right questions to find out the right answers from this. That's what I know journalism to be, not just saying, oh, we put it out, hey, accident happened in Meru, bah, we put it out there, bah, I'm a journalist. It has some sentiment to journalistic work, true, but I think anybody can do these things, but not anybody can put out the information there and then question what's outside there to make the people think about certain things, if you get my drift. So I am using the unorthodox approach to these things. This is probably why you see me invest and these kind of things there. But when it comes on to information that I put out there, it needs some questioning, and upon questioning, finding the right answers to then bring to the people, and then the people make their own decisions on this. But apparently in Dominica, that doesn't seem to be the case right there. So when they're talking about, because I've heard a number of persons saying about Kalai, you know, can lie and all those kind of things there. I think he brings out the information. Sometimes it's not. I wouldn't necessarily say it's not true. I would say sometimes it might be, there might be some missing information in there, if you get my drift. Because I remember I was reading some of the articles and I was part of the very mediums when Chosky was out there and whatnot. And certain things that was being said was missing information from my point of view. That's all I can say on that regard right there. But he's generally okay, so I don't think he lies on his things. I just think more, you know, certain things might be missing, or maybe, you know, certain parts might be, you guys get my drift, hopefully. Anyways, let's continue.
Not them. These are international, well-recognized, prominent journalists. When they do their things, you cannot touch it. So they know the answers already. But since a government has requested a few days to respond, they've afforded them that courtesy. And
so I'm guessing they themselves were missing some information in that regard, since they're waiting for a government based off, or maybe just some new information come out and they're trying to figure out, okay, let's see if we can get the government to respond in that regard, you know? So maybe that's what they're waiting for. But generally speaking, when it comes down to this information and they can't find information from the government, they then say on the report, we reach out to the government and there was no response from the government and these kind of things. Anyways, let's continue.
Like that. So Dominicans is going to be on October 2nd, 2023. Those who've already put their champagne on ice, just keep it for a few days longer, please.
But what champagne on ice? What is the celebration? They're exposing different things that are happening. It's not celebration, brothers and sisters. It's the understanding what is happening to Dominica. The negative impact that it has had on Dominica itself, caused by the very leaders themselves. It's interesting when you look at this. It's not a celebrating thing at all. No? It's not celebration at all.
Let's do that, because I'm doing the same. So it's gonna happen, but this is not can lie and nature eyes news or whatever. This is not Matt in the morning. This is not my boy gossip. This is big things are gonna happen. So wait for it. Right, so one thing about me, you'll always get the updates. Always get the updates. I was like, yo, you all are setting me up. You all have my girl, my wife, Julie Berry, going online and saying she's prepared. You have people saying, wait, Trevor is going to change the date again. You all are embarrassing me. But at the end of the day, it's for the...
Hey, once the information comes out, whatever date it is, but we want a specific date, but whatever the date comes out and stuff, we want to get the information out there, man. That's what we want to do. Make sure all the Dominicans get to know that information.
Good of Dominica. It is going to be for the good of Dominica. Imagine, it is alleged that a certain CBI agent in the Middle East got feedback on 2 Russians during the due diligence, and he said, F that shit.
Oh Lord, brothers and sisters, we have to mute another set of crossword like last time, brothers and sisters. Let's continue.
They are going to get their passports, and that's one of the reasons why the British have now implemented visa restrictions on me and you ordinary Dominicans.
Yep.
Imagine that.
And you have done nothing to deserve these things except, well, I wouldn't say nothing. You are in part also the ones who put the leaders in positions who then decide to screw up things for you. Yeah, they screw up things for you and then they try to blame somebody else or trying to, oh, it's the ETA that they put in, that's why they do this.
A man in the Middle East who has no navel string buried in Dominica can tell my government to f away. Whoa! Give them Russians citizenship. And that's where the problem is. But it's coming, Dominicans. It's coming.
We're waiting, man. We're waiting. We want to see.
A week. It's a week longer.
Not a week longer. No, it's September 12th. Not a week longer. About a few weeks more.
No.
20 days more.
It's not about me. It's not my story. I'm a conduit, right? To relay the message to you people of Dominica. So let's accept it. Don't be attacking me and say I'm giving this and that. Don't be attacking me. This is not DBS radio.
But we need the dates. We need the dates. We need the exact date it coming out so we can prepare to get this information, man. We need the exact dates. No pushback date and say, oh, this and that. But I understand, man. These kind of things tend to happen when it comes down to journalistic kind of work. You know, new information comes in or, you know, some new kind of thing that is applicable to the story that is being told has just been found out. So, I mean, I understand that sentiment, you know. So, of course, we will be listening and looking.
This is not Q95. This is not my boy. This is not even Tossie. This is bigger than Tossie.
Well, you coming up from you will get that information from it.
And all I will say, unfortunately, Dominicans, CBI is dead.
Well, we know that already, yeah. And we knew that. I mean, the mere fact that they were pushing CBI on the basis, not for them to come to Dominica, not for the clients, the customers to come to Dominica, brothers and sisters. No. It was for them to have visa-free access to the European Union, and to UK, United Kingdom. That was the basis of pushing it. This is why there are a number of videos circulating all over the place when it comes down to individuals in Iran and a number of other places in that side, where they literally have Dominican citizenship passports just going around the place. And one of the questions that we were asking, is these passports real and legitimate? And then, of course, on the basis of this is why they try to push that the new passports, you know, the new chip passports were the ones that they will be using. Because upon using the new chip passports, they will be able to be, you know, properly have, okay, this is the passports, the right passports. Whereas when people over there, you know, James Bond and them making fake passport and selling and it working, not true. All right. Well, that is the same thing, brothers and sisters. You have to be mindful of that right there. They were having fake passports. Well, it's alleged that they were having fake passports in the place and they're selling Dominican passports all over the place. This is why, on the basis of that understanding, why the government them had to try their best to shift into the thing. But the thing is, they're not communicating with the people. The people are finding out all sorts of information. We don't know if it's true or not, but that's the information out there. They don't communicate. They're not communicating at all. to say, hey guys, these individuals out there selling our passports that should not be, and as a result of that, we need to change these passports. You know, people will be more understanding because it's out there. Yes, it's true, it's happening. It's out there telling people something now, nothing, you know. All right then.
CBI is dead. It's dead. It is dead.
Well, the aim was to kill it, especially United Kingdom. This is one of the reasons why Brexit took place, because they didn't want to follow what the rest of the European Union, and of course they were giving majority of the funding to the European Union. So they decided, you know what, guys, born that, we're not following our rules or make a real thing, we have to abide by it. We're going back on our own separation.
Imagine I got a call earlier. I received a call earlier where somebody is telling me that almost $500 million EC dollars is being spent to date on airport project. But they are still doing soil tests.
This is one of the reasons why I always tell people, brothers and sisters, I always tell all you up there, it seems like that airport is being used to wash money. I can't say for 100% sure, but I'm looking at all the other airports that were built. They did not cost $1 billion, brothers and sisters. They did not. Especially for this small kind of thing we're trying to build there. They did not cost $1 billion, brother. Man, I tell you. Now we are about $1.3 billion going. Really? Come on, man. Come on.
Borehole test. I heard somebody request that the boreholes should be completed in 6 months.
With 6 months that? When the man did his calculations, no 6 months now. He said a few years. 3 to 4 years, brothers and sisters, which means no airport is going to be built in 3 to 4 years. Because they are doing borehole testing. That's what they said they'll be doing. And the estimated time to do one borehole was about 12 days. 12 to 26 days. So doesn't that tell you something? Okay then.
Imagine the Trinidad and Tobago Piaco Airport was built, almost 20 years ago for $1 billion TT dollars. So let's say $500 million EC dollars. And there was corruption in that. People made jail. People are charged. And you're telling me $500 million EC dollars have been spent to date.
And no airport inside.
And not one effing steel has been bent. Not one nail has been used to do form work. Not one plywood has been bought to do form work.
So what is that song like, brothers and sisters? Isn't that song like they washing money? Doesn't that song like that? You know, we have a set of money out there. We need to get these things. Let's use the international airport. Okay, let's create boreholes and this kind of things there. Or we have to give a set of people housing and all these things. You know, buy their land for cheap. The land might be $100,000. They want to sell it to you for $50,000. You yourself don't have a choice. You say, I need a little more money. But you know, in this day and age, if your land is $100,000 and they sell it for you $50,000, where you can buy land for $50,000 when land is now about $150,000? You go and take a loan in the very same bank to try to give you extra $100,000, which you have to pay interest on. Now end up being probably like $120,000. Really? All you understand what, boy?
Not one soil has been seriously moved. And guess what? If after the borehole tests have been completed
and they say not good, they say, okay guys, we realize that this place is not conducive, money will have been thrown away. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? The borehole testing has been done and they say, okay guys, this place is not conducive for an international airport, even though initially in 2000 we had one, which means we would have an international airport already. But you know, don't be surprised if they say, guys, the area is not conducive because of the borehole testing. Don't be. But then again, they might say, oh, they can full it up and all. Guys, it's just a confusing time. But I believe in my heart of hearts that there's some sort of money washing going on. That's what I believe. Yes, man, I believe that.
It is realized, it is concluded that no airport should be built. $500 million of your money have been gone.
Gone like that.
From the treasury, eh? Not passport money, no. Treasury money. Imagine.
So I thought it's not CBI money they say they taking to do that. Not CBI money, but apparently the money not coming from CBI, coming from Treasury, which means all your taxes that but they tell you CBI money that boy, well, I mean.
Imagine that. treasury money. We've been told it's not going to cost the treasury anything. One man in Dubai is going to sell passport and build an airport.
Yep.
Yet still, almost $500 million
from the treasury. Well,
would have been spent, but nothing has been done to it, and nothing can be done until the bowl tests are completed. So where that $1 billion that built an airport in Trinidad has
an international airport, not an international airport.
Gone. Tell me, Dominicans, because after bowl.
And keep in mind, guys, the $TT is less than the EC dollars. Yeah, I think the TT dollars is less than the EC dollars. So that should tell you something. No, maybe not. All right.
That's when you can design, and that's when you can decide if you are really going to build an airport. Sammy Johnson, you are Dominican, my brother. You are Dominican. You cannot be sitting down in that place and be part of this
another set of course guys. I'll try my best to take on them course words.
You're my partner. We went to school together. You're Johnson like me.
But some of them, they don't really care as long as they get in their money, because it's monies that they will never touch in a normal circumstance. So therefore, they get in their monies. They will do whatever they need to do to get their money. Not true? All right.
We are not relatives. We are best friends. But if these allegations are proven to be correct, you and is my brother.
Okay, brothers and sisters.
You and is. You need to get out of that fucking shit. Honestly, I'm really pissed right now. I'm really pissed right now. But Dominicans, October 3rd, October 2nd, sorry, it's coming.
Well, guys, I guess we have to look out for that one right there. But it's just rather unfortunate, the kind of things and circumstances that is actually happening in Dominica. And you're wondering why? What is the point of this happening? Why? Well, sometimes you just have to figure out that there are just some wicked people around. And sometimes the wicked people that are wrong are actually the people that we put in positions. And if we constantly put people in positions who we know have wicked mentalities, brothers and sisters, what does that tell us? What does that say about you? The people who voting for these wicked people, then complaining afterwards. You equally as wicked as the people you put in positions with. Equally as wicked. You's a monster. You's Rihanna, a monster. I say Rihanna is a monster. No, I think she has a song called Monster. But brothers and sisters, you get my drift. Things are happening and you've seen it happening. What is that I don't understand there. But the great book, but sometimes I wish the Bible wasn't true here. I just wish it wasn't true here. When man will move away from the truth, they seen it in front of them. But for some strange reason, for some odd reason, they're just bypassing the truth and believing lies that they feel could be true. They know it's lie, you know. But because they feel, oh, that is my prime minister, that is my team. Oh, whatever they do, maybe they just did something wrong, man. Remember when they was talking about the passport visa restrictions being removed, and you hear all what the people were saying out there, making excuses for things that have affected them because of their leaders, trying to enrich themselves and all kinds of things happening. But woe be unto mankind, brothers and sisters. Woe be unto mankind. It's interesting when you look at how life is, man. You just have to pray and hold steadfast. Yes, man. Anyways, brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below. Do you believe that they are washing money with the international airport in Dominica? Because on the basis, like I said before, the prices of other international airports did not cost $1.3 billion. And that is the indication that we have received, saying that more money has to be put inside these things. So help me understand it, brothers and sisters. Help me understand it right there. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. And of course, this is all I have for this year. Brbptv reactions. Don't forget to check out the next one, in a few hours from now. Anyways, guys, what I said already, I'll see you guys in the next reaction video. Boom, bam.